Head over heels for that someone. Head for the hills for nothing.
Hi besties, it's your girl, your friendly neighborhood otaku bestie, Scarrlet Uzumaki, back with another video. Alright besties, make sure you are sat back, you are hydrated, you have your beverage of choice because this video is gonna be a doozy! But before we do anything, before we begin in the madness of today's video, let me just head pat besties. Oh, your head is so soft, your hair is so soft. What conditioner are you using besties? It smells so good. Now besties, if you are busy, have me on in the background and have yourself a merry little time. I was going to say have yourself a merry little Christmas. Very strange, I know. And besties, how do you like my ears? They've got piercings in them. What? Piercing? Besties, you're probably wondering, why am I dressed like this? Why am I dressed as if I came straight out of Rivendell? Well, that's because today we're talking about scams, but fantasy scams. Yes, fantasy scams. But first, let me have a sip from my fairy tale mug I got from my nieces. So besties, scammers are literally everywhere and they are among us. So whether they are in your emails, they're in your DMs, and now they're on TikTok. And these scammers in particular, they are trying to rage bait us into buying their content. They're pretending to be little old men who are on their last breath and are trying to use their time left on earth to make products. Men who have lost their job, trying to provide for their family, and now they are black cosplayers who are being called racial slurs, who are just trying to sell Lord of the Rings mugs. Oh, because these are companies who are getting their products from warehouses in God knows where.
But allegedly.
And they are claiming to hand make these products, and they are using the likeness of other content creators in order to sell these products. And one company in particular we are talking about today, besties, is LOTR Goblets, or Lord of the Rings Goblets, and they have been using the likeness of other content creators for a while now. So I first noticed them a month ago when a cosplayer by the name of DoodleRob Cosplay, an amazing cosplayer, and thank you for letting me feature you in this video, popped up on my For You page, and he was showing a video of him, and he was sharing a Lord of the Rings mug he had made. Now the video quotes a comment somebody supposedly made about him, saying that no one cares about his mugs and that he makes slavery great again. I know, disgusting. And then the video cuts to the mugs being made and the mugs being unveiled. And, you know, it's a nice little looking mug. It's Lord of the Rings themed. And besties, isn't it just disappointing to see a young black man being made fun of by just trying to follow his passions and make his own business around his own hobby? Or at least, that's what they want you to think. And in fact, the videos of him in his fantasy-based cosplays had been stolen in order to promote this business. Yes, stolen. So what this business had done is they had stolen the content of this cosplayer. And it's pretty clear that from the image of DoodleRob compared to the image of the person in the workshop, they're not the same person. Their hands don't even look the same. And they are stealing content. And the fact is, besties, DoodleRob Cosplays isn't the only one. So this account, LOTR Goblets, has been stealing content for a while from other content creators. At first, they started with trying to rage at people with sad stories of people who have lost their jobs, little old men who are trying really hard with their businesses. But once that wasn't working, they switched over to stealing content from black cosplayers and threw in a few racial slurs to bait people this way. And what is happening is that people are starting to believe that these cosplayers are actually making this content, especially because DoodleRob Cosplays in his video had to call out this company and state that he is not affiliated with them in the slightest.
So imagine me working a 11 to 12 hour shift and going to mind my business and going to eat my dinner. And then I come home to see this. another one of these trifling videos where they're trying to make money off my likeness and friends of mine's likeness as well. And this trifling page has used my other friends as well, and their like stuff it's just very annoying. Like, here's more, and I'm gonna tag my friends so they can see it as too. There goes another one of my friends, and then there goes me again. Like, come on, get your own original content. Nobody wants these cups that you're trying to push. Please stop. Like, there goes more of my friends and like people I don't know. But like, it's very weird that like this person is taking my stuff and these other accounts as well. Like, trying to make money, trying to use racism to bait people into like doing this stuff. Like, come on. Like, trifling as heck. Trifling as heck.
So from what DoodleRob Cosplay said in his video, he did not consent to his likeness being used to promote the products. And also some of the cosplayers featured on this account are people who he does know, and they also did not consent to their likeness being used. What does get me is that this account is using racial slurs to try and promote their products, and they are still doing it. And as of doing this voiceover, their following has actually increased. And the fact is that this business is claiming to be black owned, which is a bit strange because their earlier videos, their workshop based videos, which are blatantly AI, they clearly show a white person in the workshop, but once their grift changed into rage baiting via race, the AI videos changed to a black person in the workshop. So not only are they stealing content from other content creators, they also claiming to be black owned when they probably aren't. So that is where the allegedly comes in, besties. Allegedly. So here is the page in 4K, and here we are going to the website, and you can see the mugs were priced at £80, but they have now gone down to £49, which in my opinion is expensive. Get this, besties, if you do either a reverse image search or simply type in Lord of the Rings mugs on Amazon, you see the same designs and also find similar ones on AliExpress for far cheaper. So besties, seeing this, it's clear to me that none of these products are handmade and possibly all coming from the same warehouse in who knows where. What gets me going even more, besties, is when you scroll down to the bottom of the website affiliated with Lord of the Rings mugs. By the way, this website is called harrypottermug.com. Scroll to the bottom of their site. They have an image saying tip to support a black owned business, and this image is AI, which don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. But also, how do we even know this is a legit black owned business? Because there is no about the owner segment on the website to show who made this site, who is the face behind the mugs, and also on their TikTok page there's no face of the person who actually makes the mugs, because all they're doing is stealing content. So we have no idea whether or not this person actually makes them, whether or not they're black owned business, whether or not they're getting them from another site. Who knows? But all we know is that this is definitely a scam. This is a scam. They're trying to rage bait people. And why do I know it's a scam, besties? Well, because on my For You page, just before making this video, I saw the exact same mugs being advertised by somebody else. It looks like these scamming sites are popping up here, where, everywhere, probably getting their mugs from the same warehouse and trying to rage bait people into buying their stuff. And they are stealing content from black creators in order to do this, which is just disgusting. Don't steal from people, period. If you really wanted to sell these little mugs that you allegedly made, collaborate with these actual people. Ask them, hey, let me send you a mug, can you promote it? Well, they don't want that. They don't want that. They're going the easy way. They're going the scamming way. They're trying to get into your feelings. They're trying to manipulate you into falling for their dastardly deeds. And is it raining? Oh, it's raining, my clothes are outside. Let me bring them in.
One eternity later.
So it does to me look like this company and many others like that are simply just scammers who are stealing content from content creators to try and elicit emotional responses from people, make people feel sorry for the people who are selling the products, and trying to get them to fall for the scams and buy these products, which are obviously not handmade by anybody in the videos. These products are blatantly from a warehouse, they are mass produced, none of them are handmade, and they are quite frankly overpriced. So besties, make sure you don't fall for scams, and the best thing you can do is trying to report for counts. Alright besties, let me know if you've ever seen a scam like this before, and let me know what you would do in this situation if you had your content stolen in order to promote products which you have no affiliation with. My besties, that's all I have time for today. Make sure you stay safe from scammers, make sure you stay hydrated, and have fun with whatever you are doing today. Right besties, bye bye now.
Head over heels for that someone.